do what's best.
Thank you. The Honorable Judge Rose is now proceeding. We will begin with our first case. Redley versus Velxa. The FFS, is it?
Oh, I'm the first case? Okay.
Oh, I thought I was the first case.
No, curator. Okay, I'm gonna do the announcement. The first case we'll be hearing tonight is Curator versus FFS LLC. Curator, do you have someone defending you today? Yes, you can sit. You can sit.
You sit after that.
Thank you.
Or whatever.
I will be defending the defendant.
Wonderful.
As they say.
Prosecution, do you have any legal counsel today, or are you representing yourself?
I guess I'm representing myself.
Wonderful. All right. You do not have a jury you have to convince. The only person you have to convince is me. If you have a witness to call, they will sit here in the witness stand. All right.
Oh.
So
That's me.
So we are going to hear opening statements first in the case of Curator versus FFS LLC. Opening statements we will hear from the defense first and then the prosecution, and we will do some cross-examination and introduction of evidence. Please keep evidence until the evidence section, and I will enter it into the court's chest in the back. Understand?
Absolutely.
Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I have...
Oh, okay. Do you have a question?
Damn.
Wouldn't it make more sense to have the
Jesus.
prosecution go first, as they're the ones laying out the case?
Probably. Prosecution, you're gonna go first.
All right, I'm fine with that.
All right, prosecution, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I've been trying to run a respectable foundation here. You know, I'm rescuing animals that need help, and so I was setting up a box for donations to help run my company since we're nonprofit. And as I'm walking away, I turn around to see Alex over there putting graffiti on the signs. Unfortunately, we were the only two witnesses there, but I think I don't have any motivation to accuse him, except for if he actually did it.
All right. Is that finished with your opening statement?
Yeah.
All right. Does the defense have an opening statement they would like to submit? Please.
So
Hold
there's
on,
just
I
a
need to
murder
commit
happening outside the
something.
bounds of court?
Nope, there's not.
Ender, please return to the courtroom. Otherwise, the case will be finalized.
Okay, I'm coming.
What
I'm
was
coming.
that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay, understandable.
I swear
Okay.
to God.
Nothing
you guys.
happened. You saw nothing.
Yeah, obviously.
We're very focused and ready for court.
I could see
We don't have
that.
ADHD.
No, what's ADHD? Never heard of it.
All right. Will the prosecution please present any evidence or witnesses that they would like to bring to the stand?
Well, unfortunately, the graffiti has been removed because I removed it. But as I said before, there are only two witnesses, me and Gecko over there. So
You can call Gecko to the stand.
okay.
What if that's...
I guess,
Okay, would the prosecution like to call the witness to the stand?
I guess I'm calling Gecko then.
All right, Gecko,
Oh,
please
shit.
come up to the stand.
You know what to say. We went over it so many times.
We did.
You got
We
this.
did.
Oh, man, Alex is here. This is the...
Man, Alex. Hold
Gecko,
on, sorry.
Do you swear to tell nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you. What's the name of that evil dude? What's the name?
I'm
of that
here.
evil dude?
I'm here.
evil dude?
Satan?
Minecraft evil
Oh,
dude.
Herobrine?
Minecraft Herobrine. So help you, Herobrine.
Like up here. Oh wait.
I do.
Sweet. All right, you can
Okay.
begin your questioning.
Oh, me? Sorry,
Yeah,
I don't really
you're-
know how courts work.
Am
You
I being
called this
sued?
court.
I
Is
know.
is the
I
prosecution
created the legal-
competent
I
in the
created-
courtroom? I
created
ask
the-
you.
I created the legal system. Okay.
Okay.
You created the
you can
courthouse.
ask.
The legal system has always been the same.
All right. Shh. You can ask your witness questions to try to get them to do stuff.
So Alex, do you know anything about all the little oohs and everything written on the signs around spawn?
They have been they exist, I presume.
Do you happen to know who did it?
Objection! But
You
nobody
can't
said anything.
object.
Objection.
You are not a.
It's
you
the
cannot
judge.
object.
The judge
Caleb,
is
take him
doing
out.
it.
Take him out.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to
Take him
step out.
It's the judge.
Another interjection. I'm gonna have to
You
ask you to
have
step
been
out.
doing it. I know for a matter of fact. It is.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to step down.
As someone who has killed
Okay.
a sniffer, I don't think you have anything to say here.
True. Okay, bye.
Dang.
Also, I just remembered
Right,
actually
Mayor.
there is evidence actually. I just remembered in my office.
Would you like to bring? Would you like to recommend a recess and you can bring and provide the evidence?
I can't bring it because it's a sign.
Okay,
can
we're going
all run
on a
there.
field trip. Here we go. Or Velxa, do you have anything to finish? You submitted your evidence. You kind of questioned the witness. I didn't know if you wanted to question.
Well, I mean, the
anymore.
witness didn't answer my last question.
Okay,
What was
witness,
the question? Oh,
Back to the stand.
Okay.
Sorry.
and I'm still under oath, I presume.
So you
I would
weren't-
assume.
you weren't involved in the group, and you have no clue who has been putting the graffiti on the signs at spawn. No clue.
Then what?
You have no idea who's putting the OO on the spawn on the signs at spawn.
Objection. Leaving the witness.
Witness does. Sustain. Witness does have to answer the question. They are on the
Well,
stand.
damn it.
Why is there a salmon head on the
Witness,
table?
please answer the question.
Can I invoke my right to remain silent, or do we not have that right on the server?
In which case, you'd have to set bail. So, and then we'd have to do this again. So,
Interesting.
Why is there a salmon head on the table?
But
Sorry, hold on.
so witness, please answer the prosecution's question. Do you know who did it? Are you guys
Yes.
typing to one another?
He just
We
said
are.
yes.
I know
Talking
who.
about how sad this court case is.
So,
All right.
So, if you know who it is, could you tell us in front of the whole court here? As I was saying, do you know? So you know who it is. You said yes. You know who it is. So tell us.
I don't know. I think they're speaking volumes.
I think the volume is
Yeah, his
muted.
silence speaks volumes.
Yeah.
This person.
Thank you, Jose.
Silence speaks volumes, but a picture says 1,000 words. And guess what? I have a picture of evidence that
That's a lot of words.
A picture of evidence.
Exactly. Yeah, you heard what I said. That my property has been
Right.
vandalized, and I know who did it.
Okay, but how does... First off, how can you tie the Urus and the Owos back to me? It's not
Because
like
I
it's
saw you
even
do
with
it.
my
Hey,
brands.
hey, order. Gecko, you cannot ask questions on the witness stand. You are the one being questioned.
I say let him speak.
The witness cannot
you.
ask questions
I'm
of the
sorry.
prosecution. Only the defense can ask questions of the witness.
Okay.
Prosecution, are you finished with your questioning?
I guess so.
Okay. Defense, you may question your witness. Or you may call a different witness. It's up to you.
I would like to ask you, what does uwu mean to you?
Objection, he's leading the witness.
You cannot object. You are the witness.
Leading the wood.
Only Velxa can object.
Shoot,
Just answer from the
Uwu
heart.
it's an expression of attempting to be a slight nuisance because people have a lot of prejudice against furries, and it's standing up for the marginalized of the LGBT community.
So true. Look at the freedom of speech, everybody. Isn't that a beautiful thing? But
Yes.
did you write these uwus?
Witness, you
We
are
talked
required
about
to
this.
answer the question. You are required to answer yes or no to that question.
Yes.
Wait, no.
Oh,
Nobody heard that. Nobody heard. Well,
I can't lie.
for the record, we would never have wanted anybody to lie in your courtroom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That would be really
well,
bad.
If
And
it
kinda
actually
legal.
happened, it wasn't anything bad
Rabbit.
or disrespectful. It was a what?
Objection, it was
discussed
vandalism of
outside.
property.
Yeah, we're not
The
there
entrapment.
yet. We're not there just they haven't won us
Okay,
yet.
okay.
Okay. Nobody heard that. I think
Heard what?
can we call another witness?
You certainly may call another witness.
Snug Chameleon,
Yes.
what do you think of my suit?
You know what? Your tie matches
Objection,
your
irrelevance.
eyes. It's very nice. I'm speaking, but thank you. Your tie matches your eye.
Thank you. That was the idea. Pick it out just for this.
What he said, objection, irrelevance.
Hold on. Let him cook.
No,
Yeah,
no,
let
it's
me
sustained.
cook.
It's good. That's good. That's a good objection.
Well, he was
It's
cooking.
very disrespectful, but okay.
Are you
Objection,
saying?
let him
Are you
cook.
saying this is? I'm sorry. Is this the disrespectful?
I just think.
Judge?
I just.
I'm sorry. What does
think-
it say here? What does it say here?
Something that's even more disrespectful
Honorable Rose.
is vandalism
Keep
to
it good.
privately
All
owned
right.
property.
Right.
Rose, would you mind looking at that? Never mind. It's too late. It's been deleted.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, Kaylee, have you seen any of these uwus?
You would not believe the uwus surrounding my base.
That's remarkable. Have you had any first-hand encounters with the uwooer?
I've not seen them uwu, but I have had someone tell me they've uwooed my
What
base.
have you heard?
I heard from the bailiff, Mr.
What?
Theories, that
What?
he uwooed my base.
What?
Do you have any questions for Kaylee, for Snug Chameleon?
No, not really.
Okay. Then the
Well.
defense may continue with their witnesses, if they so may like.
I would like to call Mr. Theories to the stand.
Why did I know that was going to happen? Judge, I'm going to give these to you here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I guess I'm the bailiff now.
Judge and bailiff. Judge, jury, bailiff, executioner.
Executioner, yeah.
Hold on, I gotta type it in real quick. There you go.
Mr. Theories,
Yes.
how do you answer the claims of the previous witness?
I call it hodgepodge.
Wow.
I don't believe anybody has seen me put uwu on any signs. In fact, I have advocated for the signs not to be touched.
Do you have any evidence to support these claims?
Of signs not being touched? Absolutely.
Damn, you got me there. What do you have to say about the previous witness's insistence that you confessed to the crime?
I think they're playing double dutch with the devil there, with those accusations.
You got some fancy lines. I think it's safe to say that he's lying. I'll leave the judgment up to Rose.
Bruh.
Oh.
Okay, Velxa, do you have any questions for Mr. Theories?
No.
Any cross-examination?
No.
Nothing. He
Okay.
is not involved as far as I'm concerned.
Mr. Theories, you may
God damn it.
return to your job
My
as
post.
bailiff. Fence is
Unauthorized use of power.
threatening the witness,
Unbelievable.
or a
Threatening the witness with
threatening the prosecution.
with magic powers. I will make you vanish from the surface of the
You're a wizard.
Not
Okay.
if I kill you first.
Does okay?
murder threat. Write that down.
You did it
Murder.
first.
Thank you.
You're
Oh my
in
God.
advance.
No.
Nice.
Oh
You
my
started.
Okay. Goodness, we're only one case in. This is gonna be
I
a long night
know.
court.
We have 7 more to go.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Seven.
Okay.
There's just 1 more.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
Bro, it's midnight. What do you mean 7 more?
7 more hours, guys. Okay. So does the defense have any more witnesses to call to the stand?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I would like to call Swear I'm Berthilda to the stand.
Okay, hold on. Swear and Bethilda, please approach the stand. Have a seat. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you whatever the heck you believe in?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, here we go.
Cool. Yeah.
Before Bradley even starts, I have an
Slayman.
objection. Ender has legally signed a legal contract to be Gecko's, legal support. So I think that
You have no proof of that.
I-
Do
Do you
can
have
ask-
a copy of
can
this
ask.
contract?
There's no
No,
proof
but-
of that. You have no proof that I said that.
you
No, but
There's no
what?
proof that anyone said that.
But what, huh? Come at me, bro. Sorry.
Objection, gaslighting.
exactly what he said. Gaslighting.
Hostility in the court is
It's not gaslighting.
rising.
if
We're
I
gonna
say
ask
that I
you
know
to sit
nothing
down,
about
please.
it.
Please sit down, sir. I'm
I'm so sorry. I'll
It's
sit
okay.
down.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is this okay? Is this...
I'm so sorry.
I will overrule the objection and I will allow it. Is there evidence? Is there a contract provided by entities that
There's a contract that Ender
provides
signed
this
and gave to
information?
Gecko.
Allegedly.
I'm going to subpoena
Allegedly.
for this contract.
Okay, you know what? How about we say that it does exist, and we just accept that, and not deal with the subpoena?
Okay. Ender.
Because this case has
There's
dragged on for quite a while.
There is a contract.
Mhm.
It
Okay.
may be in the lease.
Ender, because your contract may be overruling your judgment, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the witness stand.
Damn.
Dang it.
This was no fault of yours, Ender. I know that you were going to say something absolutely scalding about Velxa, and that maybe there's some corruption going on here. I'm just throwing it out there as food for thought.
What about the taxes?
No disrespect.
Sure. What about the taxes? Velx's
For
taxes.
the
We
next
talked about this.
court case, just so you know, there's no lease I have with Bradley.
Nobody will know about it.
Or
You do-
anyone.
But it's not about Bradley, it's about you.
Yeah,
so you're
it's for the next court case.
There's nothing to see here. We can move on.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So, are there any other witnesses that would like to be called by either the defense or the prosecution? Okay,
No.
then we are going to move into closing arguments. Again, you are trying to convince me. There is no jury to try to convince. I am the jury.
I will be your jury of your peers.
So we will start with the prosecution providing their closing statement, and then we will move to the defense closing out their statements. So, Velxa.
So we were all here. Gecko admitted in front of the entire court that he was the one doing the vandalism. So I think that's proof in and enough of itself. That's all I have to say here.
That's a very valid point.
All right. Is it my turn?
It is.
I
As
just
long
love
as
the
Vox is done.
bailiff making vocal opinions in the background. Wow, that's a really great point.
Well, I'm the jury right now. Sorry.
You're not the jury. You are not the jury.
I'm not the jury.
I think we all have a few things to consider here. First of all, again, bureaucracy or the common people. Don't say it. Don't say it. Secondly, no. Secondly,
Don't do it.
Uwu is just a form of beautiful freedom of speech and self-expression. I believe that this was entrapment, personally. That Velxa set a trap to frame Gecko for this heinous crime. Not heinous crime, perfectly fine, doesn't warrant a court crime. And... Amen.
No.
They all said
Amen.
Framed for a crime they committed.
Here's my verdict. So the question was, did Gecko vandalize the signs? By their own admission, yes, they did. The question was not, did Velxa do some other kind of stuff? Velxa is not the defendant in this case. Or did the curator do it out of malice or otherwise? The question was it done? And the answer is yes, by their own admission.
Well, damn, she's good.
Yeah. The court
Damn, she
hereby the court
Jesus.
rules in compensation for vandalism of the FFS LLC signs that Gecko will be court mandated to follow 2 sniffer therapy sessions at two court sniffer therapy sessions within the next 2 weeks, or as time allows for your schedules. I know sometimes hard. All right. And in those sessions, may you all find the peace or progress that you seek. All right. The
That was the first
case of Curator versus FFS LLC is now officially closed.
Stunning.
Let me write it into the court documents while you guys get set up for the next court case.
I forgot to do something, guys. I forgot to do something. I was asked to represent a friend of mine here who couldn't make it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There.
Oh, that's
Mine
cute.
He's here in spirit.
He's here in
Yeah.
What do you
spirit.
mean? He's here
All right.
physically.
What is the... That's him. Oh my god.
We've fooled them.
What is the next case? Just so I can write it down in the records.
Me winning.
Okay. Bradley
Brady, the
versus...
animal abuser versus FFS.
Okay, we will
Now,
refrain from violent language until the case has actually
There's
begun.
nothing
Can I
violent
put
about
something
this.
out there real quick? Just real quick. I
We'll
have
see.
I have a I have a couple pieces of evidence that I would like to present during this case. I promise not to interrupt the proceedings. We will do it at the proper time. But I do have a couple pieces of very valuable evidence, one of which will require us to get up and move a little bit. Just to
Okay, we
If you
can
would
have
like
it.
to hand me physical evidence, I will put it in the
I
court.
can't
have a
do that,
box?
unfortunately. They're much too
Okay.
large.
Okay. Oh. So we are now beginning the court case of Bradley versus FFS LLC. All right.
Would you
Limited
look at
licensing,
that? I
limited
swear to
licensing
God.
company. All right. Before we begin, how does the defendant plea?
Not guilty. Wait, what's the
Oh
accusation?
wait. What is the accusation?
What am I
Bill?
being accused
He's
of?
an animal abuser. He has Blaorm tied up to a tree.
Okay.
Objection?
Bradley, hang on. That's not an objection. This is just an accusation, and we will come back to objections and whatever. during
Reading
cross
language.
Yeah, that's
Bradley.
that's
Hang on. Accused of animal abuse.
I plead not guilty.
Very well. All right, we will begin our opening statements. Velxa, will you please give the case for your stuff?
So, as a person who is trying to keep these sniffers safe, I have to know a lot about them. And I know for one that keeping a sniffer tied up to a tree with no access to even water is horrible animal abuse. And also, sniffers, they like to dig seeds out of the ground. That's how they that's how they stay from not being bored. I forgot the word for that. And
enrichment.
Yeah, exactly. And all the Bleormph has been tied up to that tree for so long. There's no more seeds to dig up. This poor animal is tied up to a tree with no water, no room to move, and nothing to do to distract it from its torture.
All right. Defense, your opening statement.
All right. Oh, do I do it from my seat or do I stand?
Whatever you prefer.
With the
Whatever
opening,
life
you can
takes you.
stand wherever.
Usually they come to the stand around, walk around, you know.
All right. So,
Or shut.
Strut.
Start around.
personally, well, I have seen nothing but decent help from head of FFS, Velska. I believe that they are being a little overzealous in their accusations of animal abuse towards my client, the Bradley. His actions are within the parameters for an, how do you say, temporary living situation. Also, I can't help but wonder if perchance there is some finagling with certain legal elements on FFS's part. However, I have no evidence and cannot really bring much of it to the state, but there might be financial and investment on Velska's part. I cede the floor.
All right, so we will move into our evidence and cross-examination phase. So, Velxa, do you have any evidence to submit of Bradley committing these crimes?
Well, the server has been up for how many days? Over a week. And this entire time, since day one, Bleormph has been tied to that tree in that space for everybody to see.
Is the
Objection?
sniffer still there?
Yes.
Yes. What is your objection?
Bleormph has not been there the entire time. First off, there was the initial time period where Bleormph did not exist. And then there was the time period where Bleormph was an egg. I feel like this is hyperbole on Velska's part.
So
And
true.
also the time where Velxa kind of stole Bleormph.
We are going
Oh, that's
to...
also true.
Yeah.
We're going to have the audience members... Shh. And I'm going to go ahead... I'm going to go ahead and sustain that question just because I see what you're saying, but I would save it for your evidence. Okay. I see what you're saying.
I
Save it for
understand.
the evidence. Okay. Velxa, if you would like to present that evidence, we can do a court walk over to,
All right, let's do it.
Field trip.
Let's do
field
it.
trip.
Let's do it.
court
Field
field
trip.
All right.
This is pretty good. I do see Bleormph.
Hey, my external noise has ceased. I have something. I have an accusation
Whoa.
against the judge. You.
Why?
Follow me.
Yeah, and
Rose was
isn't
about
it
to see
so
you
true
yesterday.
that sometimes we all have to have a little
Never
time
mind
to create more space
Yeah.
for our lovely
I'm
pets?
dumb. Let's continue.
Okay.
I would never.
Plus, I rescued that
You're already out here
sniffer.
already.
I rescued that sniffer today because it was on the edge of a cliff. So
Roxy's like, this is my court now.
this is my court.
Hey, listen.
Bradley,
if I
do
say
you have
something, I
something?
say something.
Wait, we can't go back yet.
Oh, where are we going?
Why?
Where are we
We're
next?
going right
Yes,
here.
my client has
Because-
evidence as well.
Because, as I said, sometimes it takes time to build something proper. So I'm going to let Bleormph go.
I've built an entire sanctuary for over 10 sniffers.
It's literally a cow
In
pen.
less
But if you
time-
come this way,
less time
Bleormph has all of this space to roam. The entire pond, all of it is sniffer-proofed. They have all
With
of this
that
room.
giant-
in the water.
There's a creeper over there, and you
creeper.
call that spawn proof?
And
It's
there's-
not
there's
spawn
no-
proof,
there's-
it's sniffer proof.
there's no
a creeper
fences.
will not blow up a
Wait,
sniffer.
There's no fences.
Well,
Bleorf is gonna run
if
away and
were to appear, let's say, outside of another dwelling, that may be an issue.
Bleornf won't. There's no way for them to get out.
Have you ever met a sniffer?
Yeah, I raised that one. It was the first one in this world.
You know, I raised the first of something in this world.
Yeah, that raised us. Did you just talk about
That's
the
a
camel?
different case. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
That is a different case.
All right,
Slow look away.
Poor Kevin.
Okay.
Bradley might be screwed.
Okay.
No?
Judge might be
Okay.
biased against us.
Velxa, do you have any other evidence
Kevin.
for your case?
Well, another thing is that so if you tie an animal up to a tree, basically left to die, well, it's up to a good Samaritan to help that poor creature not die. So I took it to a sniffer sanctuary, and he took it right back. So I knew that was not going to be a thing where we just take it back and forth and back and forth. So that's why I've even started this court case.
Okay. Do you have any witnesses you would like to call to the stand?
Objection.
You can't
Bradley.
object to that.
Objection, no witnesses.
Objection to the thing before.
What was the thing before?
Wait, did you get called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been
Oh,
called.
wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Objection.
Okay, hang on, freeze.
Objection.
You can't
I've been waiting.
object.
Can I say
You can
my
object to
objection?
the witness. Okay. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you, whatever it is you believe in on the server?
Absolutely.
Sweet. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Bradley, you are now on the witness stand. You are obligated to answer every question presented to you by Velxa. Yeah, Velxa, go for it.
So, Bradley, you say this situation with Bleorf was a temporary space. And yet, in the time that Bleorf has stayed there, I have found sniffers, hatched them, raised them up, and created an entire sanctuary for them, hundreds of times bigger than what Bleorf has. So how is
Objection,
this
not a
temporary?
question.
I was
Please.
leading to a question.
Please form your statements in the phrase of a question.
Yeah,
Sustained.
I was saying how is this temporary?
A great question. First of all, can I say, Rose, are you like kind of getting a thrill of being up here and having all these people look at you? Like, there's so many people watching. Is that just
I'm
me?
taking
Is that
notes.
just-
I'm taking notes
is
right
that
now.
just me? Right.
You know.
Okay. Anyways, so some of us stay up online until 3 a.m. playing Minecraft, and some of us have to go to sleep to go to work the next day. And so some of us have time to build beautiful sniffer enclosures on day 2, and some of us have to wait until week 2, like a plebe. So I did what I could do in the time that I was given.
So if it's temporary, then what's so wrong about Bleorf temporarily staying in a sniffer sanctuary until you have the time to make a proper sanctuary for your sniffer?
For the world to enjoy what I had brought into it. And everybody came by every day and gave Bleorf love and attention. Kisses and pets and brushes, and then I log back onto the server to find Bleorf gone, stolen, put into a glorified cow pen. The orchard had not been built yet.
Glorified?
It was just a little pen. When you divide that pen by the 2 sniffers that were in it, he had no more space than he had at the tree. And now I've made him a beautiful home. Mayor, can I present some evidence?
Oh, you
So
can in a
you
second.
you
Not
said
right now,
you
not
said
when
you
you're on the
made
witness
you
stand.
made him a
That's
beautiful
such a good
home.
point. I know how
Yeah.
court works.
You said
Not
you-
when you're getting great questions.
You said you made him a beautiful home. So
Okay,
You-
Velxa,
you're-
do you have any other
you're the
additional
one you're the one who
questions for the
built
witness?
that pond over there that Bleorf can escape from anyways?
Velxa?
Elska.
What?
If you're talking, we can't hear
Oh,
you.
you
I
can't
cannot
really?
hear you, my friend. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Or Velxa, did you have any questions before we move on to defense?
So, I forgot what I was saying before. God dang it.
You were talking about if Bradley had the time to build an enclosure, or that you had in time to build an enclosure for 10. Why did Bradley not have a time to build one for 1?
So you said that you built that enclosure that you just released Blayormf into. So how could you build that if there's a sign there that says Link built it, and also I was the one who filled up the pond with my bare hands?
You you filled the pond, and Link built the little fishing ramp down in there, and I made it enclosed so that Blayormf can't escape. Did you build the grass that you put Blayormf onto?
Did
you build that?
There are blocks
Is it just the fence that you
Blayormf
built?
can just walk up the blocks out
There-
the hole.
There aren't. There aren't. It's all sniffer proof.
We were all just there.
Yeah, and there's either double tall dirt, or there's fences or walls.
So the entire area that Blayormf is
The
enclosed
whole
in
thing.
is, most of it is a pond and not ground.
The ground goes all the way around. Would you like me to expand the fence? Would that make you happy? Should I
Yes.
add more fences?
That's pretty much all I've taken you to court to do, is to expand the enclosure.
Well, you could have just said that instead of stealing him.
Well, you're the one who killed me last season for no reason, so we like to
Now we're talking about dreams and hallucinations.
We like to
Objection.
exaggerate
Objection.
things.
I'd like to object upon my co-counsel.
Can I present
My-
some evidence? I just want to. Just like pretty please with a cherry on top.
When you're off the witness stand, you can. Okay, it is Gecko's turn to
Right.
cross-examine you. Yeah, right.
I know how court works.
You know how
I've
court
s-
works.
I've
No, you
seen
don't.
TV show.
Let Gecko
No, I
have their
don't.
No, you
moment.
haven't.
Okay, get your 10 diamonds worth. Okay.
Yeah. So, Mr. Bradley, can the audience please refrain from stealing the prosecution and defense benches? Thank you. As I understand it, you are a good father.
Yeah.
Sure. You kept your child, your sniffer child, in a small area, but that was only because you were working hard at your 9 to 5 to provide a good home. Your Honor, perhaps the conditions were borderline deplorable. However, he was working to improve them, and he was offered. At no point was he offered a citation, a warning, a suggestion of any kind from the prosecution. He was not told, oh, this could be a problem. He was simply told nothing. He wasn't told anything. He just woke up and his sniffer son was gone.
Objection, that wasn't a question.
Please keep your answer in the form of a question, all related to the witness.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a question for the witness?
Yes. You love Blayormf, correct?
Yes.
And though the conditions were... And how would you describe the conditions that Blayormf was unfortunately originally kept in?
Okay, listen, I'm gonna try not to cry too much. I did what I could, and I know that it wasn't enough. But I only had so much time, and so many things in my hovel. And I gave Blayormf such a bigger home than my hovel. And isn't
You're
that
such a
all we
good
can
dad.
do? Thank you. Excuse me, do you have any tissues?
I have this piece of bread you could use.
Thanks.
I have a potato. He's crying bread.
Oh my god.
And as stands, were you given at any point a warning or citation telling you of Velska's opinions on
No.
treatment of your sniffer?
No, I came back one morning and he was just gone.
There are signs there. Objection.
The light
There's
went out of
signs.
my world.
Objection. I left 2 signs explaining exactly what had happened.
After the sniffer napping.
Without any warning. Without any prior warning, without
How am
being
I supposed
told.
to warn him if he's
this will-
constantly absent?
Objection, they're interrupting me, and I
And
don't like it.
Actually, objection.
That is the point of objections.
I actually did say it face to face that the conditions he was keeping Bleormf in was unsatisfactory.
Was
don't
it
remember
issued
this.
in the form of an
Was it
official
issued-
FFS?
Well, that was
Document?
before the company existed. I started FFS because of this horrible animal abuse.
This sounds like a bad
Objection. Could someone help me out of this chair?
Can't
So,
move.
oh, okay. Okay, continue your oh Jesus. Continue your questions, Gecko.
That is all, actually.
Should I step down?
I'll stay in
yeah.
the audience.
Velxa, do you have any questions for Bradley?
Okay, so what I said before, but okay. Anyways, so if the space for Bleormf was temporary,
Oh, okay.
what is so wrong about keeping Bleormf in a sanctuary temporarily until you can make a better enclosure?
You stole him. He could have been in a prison. He could have been surrounded by lava. He could have been in the deep dark. I didn't know what you were
The enclosure
planning.
was down the road.
I think that's hyperbole.
It's
I broke
it's
a sweat
basically
walking
in
there.
front of your front door.
You stole my sniffer. I didn't know where the sniffer was. I had to find him. I could have searched for... It did take a few minutes, but I could have searched for hours.
Objection, Your Honor. This is getting heated.
It is getting
objection. I have an explanation to what he said, Belks right there. If you steal someone's child because their living conditions aren't good, that's still kidnapping.
It's called CPS.
Okay.
Still kidnapping.
And you let the
Objection,
parent
objection.
know.
Okay,
You let them-
okay,
them-
okay.
you give them a
Order.
chance to improve.
Hey, shush. Okay. All right.
Physical harming it
I'm
by
the
the
judge. I can
judge.
do whatever I
The
want.
judge is allowed to do that.
Whoa.
I
Should
got
we
allowed
take the
one
judge to
punch.
court?
I'm
guys?
gonna search that up.
I never
Okay.
saw Judge Judy smack there.
Okay, so, okay. Are there any more questions for this witness?
No.
Okay, witness, you can go back to your seat.
No one wants to ask me how my day's been?
How's your day?
No.
Pretty bad.
Okay,
Jesus
prosecution,
Christ.
do you have any more evidence you would like to present to the court?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Does the defense have any evidence they would like to present to the court?
Yes, I would like to call to the stand. I don't think Ender's a good idea because while they
the
don't have
hell?
anything with Bradley,
Ender,
might-
Ender,
An
you work for
agreement?
FFS.
I think it could work.
I would like to. I'd like to note to the
I,
court
at
that
this
they're
point,
making a choice on
I
what
do work
witness
for
they're gonna call
FFS,
right
but-
now in front of the court.
We do need
No,
to
we
have
planned
next
this
time.
is just an act. We planned all
Next
of
time we're
it.
having
Yes.
witness lists. We're gonna have witness lists.
yes, ma'am.
So
I would
Ender
like to
both
call-
has a tie to Gecko and Sniffers. It sounds like FFS. Is that correct?
Yes.
I have a tie to
So it's
everyone
like
in a way.
so it's like 2 conflicts of interest. So that like cancels them out. So it's probably fine.
You know what? Actually, no. I would like to call Volska
I'm
to the stand.
unbiased.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Velxa. Okay, you can do that.
The plot thickens.
Oh wait. Hold
Yes.
on. Do you promise to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth? So help you whatever sniffers you believe in the server.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go.
Do you have a preferred honorific?
Your Majesty.
All right, Your Majesty.
God damn it.
As I understand, you created the FFS for the sake of Leon's. Is that correct?
Yes.
However, it seems that you did not were the actions that you took regarding Bleornf taken prior to particularly
Objection,
the
not a
kidnapping?
question, Your Honor.
That is a
Objection,
question.
not a
They were
question.
making the question. Give him a chance to say the question.
Did the kidnapping occur before or after the creation of the FFS?
After.
How soon after?
Like 3 seconds.
On God, bro.
Was Mr. the Bradley adequately warned by the FFS that Bleornf was potentially at risk of being repossessed?
No.
At this time, did you have an office?
No.
I rest my case. Well, not rest my case, but like I finish
with that witness?
with the witness.
You're done-
Yes, I'm done with the witness.
Would you like to ask questions of yourself? Or Ibatics, would you, as other acting counsel, would you like to ask questions of Velxa?
Velxa.
The pacing.
You said that you had met and discussed this with Mr. Bradley. Would you tell us about that incident, please?
Well, I had noticed after a while that Bleornf had been tied up to the tree for quite a while, so I told Bradley, this poor sniffer has been tied up to a tree. Are you gonna, do anything about that? That seems like animal abuse.
So you warned him in a way that if his activity continued, there would be consequences.
Yes, as an individual, not as FFS, since it didn't exist.
Understood. Right. So, Your Honor, wouldn't it seem that since there was a warning, even though it was as a private citizen, Mr. Velxa did warn Bradley of the sniffer napping, if you will?
Objection. Velxa's preferred honorifics are Your Majesty.
Sustained.
That you can't make that.
That is not an objection.
Just tuned back into the conversation to that.
Sustained. You overrule. Yeah, overrule that objection. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Velsa can have higher honorifics than the judge. I'm sad.
And on that objection overrule, I will sit.
Okay. Are there any other questions for Velxa? Okay, Velxa, you may return back to your stand.
I just have to set this up. It won't do anything to the courtroom. We'll take it all down. I promise. I'm just gonna present some evidence. Okay.
Quiet on set. Quiet on set.
Yeah, quiet on set. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
All audience members, please remain in your seat.
That's you. Sit.
Is this gonna spawn a warden?
All right. Am I in frame?
Oh.
Welcome to Blueprint Stonky News. We are here live at the takedown of a bureaucratic empire, and we just Velxa. Do you have any comments right now? You're live on camera.
Bureaucracy.
The audience is watching.
Okay, so first of all, I am a non-profit organization. I'm not whatever you're accusing
You pay
me of.
taxes.
There are no taxes. There's no government on this server.
Please speak into the mic. Speak into the mic.
I think Blueprint Stonky is an amazing podcast, but a horrible news source.
Wow.
I'm going
Some
to go ahead
volatile
and
reactions from
insist
the accused.
that the podcast is over in the courtroom, giving that this is an actual legal proceeding, and any
We're
more
recording
further
it for the
interruptions of the
people.
shore.
Yeah,
okay. This is a private court, and that's pretty common in courtrooms as well. All right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the podcast. Okay.
I also have evidence, if you don't mind, that is not
Podcast related.
disruptive.
It's not a podcast. It's a news channel, and we're going places.
There's a picture pod,
It is. Ta-da.
which, as was one of the mentioned complaints of Velska was that there was no room for the sniffer to find any new pods or seeds, which, given the fact there's a pod right there, would indicate Velska was incorrect, and that Bleormf is indeed happy
Objection.
and
Your Honor.
healthy.
On what grounds?
How are we to know that that plant pod came from Bjork and didn't come from one of the other sniffers that we passed
Watch
through
the VOD. Watch the VOD, you'll see
The
it.
VOD,
It's in
the
the
VOD.
VOD.
It's in the VOD. All right, everyone,
It's
we're gonna
in the
go to the
VOD.
VOD. Everyone, twitch.tv.
Slash Gecko in a mech suit.
Blueprint stalk.
That's
Go
right.
next.
Tune into Blueprint Stonky for the truth. Sorry.
Shush.
Really bad
I know.
evidence
I shouldn't
for-
sabotage the case. I know.
That is
Been on
quite.
2 field trips.
This is some pretty loose
That
evidence.
is. I will have to review the VOD, in order to 100% confirm that. I think you have to end stream for that though, right? Which we won't do that.
Yeah, I think
Motion
so.
to
We'll
hold
keep it-
Bradley-
And nobody
Motion
thinks
to
that
hold
seems
Bradley
to
in
take pictures of
custody
the
until the
evidence.
VOD is.
I've found a picture pod from Blenor,
Motion-
or however you say it.
Motion to
So
hold Bradley in
yeah.
custody until the VOD is
Woohoo.
reviewed.
Oh my god, another one
I had
found
free
from
cam,
Bleorn.
I can-
How can you do
I
this
can
to me?
confirm
Yep.
that Squirtle
I'm sorry,
went
but-
to
Okay,
We
well, first
will
of all,
here.
the vicinity of Bleorf.
Yeah.
Okay, here
Don't
is
you
what
have
we'll
replay
do.
mod?
Hey.
I
Here
actually-
is
do
what
not.
we are going to do.
I was
The
watching
court
it in
will accept this evidence on the grounds that if the VOD reveals something else, then we must have another trial for like creation of fraudulent evidence in a court.
A mistrial.
Plagiarism.
We'll have
A
to
mistrial.
declare
We'll have to have a
yeah.
mistrial. Yeah, we'll have to declare a
Yeah, yeah.
mistrial. So the court will accept this evidence, and if it is found to be false, we will declare a mistrial. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna put that in the little. Oh, with the chicken.
I good with you,
Take
Bradley?
that chicken.
I'm totally comfortable with these circumstances.
Okay.
What the hell?
What the hell? Okay. So let me see. Let me just double check my list. Okay. Is there any other evidence that either party would like to submit or witnesses they would like to call to the stand?
well, I have evidence that, I spend a lot of time around spawn, and I walk past my sniffers a lot and also Bleornf a lot. And every time I walk past my sniffers, there's always at least one pitcher pot or torchflower seed. I've never picked up anything from Bleornf. So, I guess this is a freak coincidence or a weird lucky situation, but
I picked up some today.
I've picked up multiple.
If we're just going off of hearsay.
Yeah,
Objection, hearsay,
every
yeah.
so often. Yeah. Objection
Okay.
hearsay.
Objection hearsay. Yeah. Okay. We'll take it. Okay. So, closing statements. Elxa, would you like to make your closing statement?
so even if Bleornf is able to sniff up pitcher pods, Bleornf still had no access to water and was still trapped in a tiny enclosure tied up to a tree, which at the end of the day is still horrible treatment of an animal. And as a foundation which stands for the rights of these animals, I cannot stand it.
That's faced.
We are gathered here today to discuss the alleged abuse of Bleornf at the hands of a father who loved him dearly, but was unable to properly and adequately provide at the point in time where Bleornf was kidnapped. Now, Bleornf's living situation has been remedied. Based on that, I see no reason why the FFS would need to be involved any further, as he has a much better living situation now. I would also like to say that this case be thrown out on the grounds of lack of communication from the FFS at the period of the kidnapping, and that Velska be tried, or at least allow Bradley to sue for damages both emotional, psychological, and reputational.
So true, bestie.
Thank you.
So true. Okay. Thank you, counsel.
What's happening over there?
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go check something real quick and just
Clapping.
make sure.
Oh, okay.
Here is my ruling.
B.
The question of this court was: is Bradley an animal abuser?
Yes.
Which is
God damn.
God.
which is like really heavy. Okay. I'm inclined to say no. Okay, so Bradley is not an animal abuser. The court does not find that Bradley is an animal abuser, particularly because the foundation, the FFS LLC, was not conceived officially. There was not an official office or citation process at the time of Blenorp's going about. However, should the pitcher pod evidence be found, this is not the same pitcher pod, it's in the chest. Should the pitcher pod evidence be found to be faulty, then we will declare mistrial, and that will be wrong. Okay. But also give the stipulation that as long as Blenorp has a happy life from here on out, the court also mandates that torches be placed around the pen so that further dangerous animals cannot be, or monsters cannot be spawned in the habitat, given sniffers are very people friendly, so to withhold them from people via monsters is pretty messed up. The creeper danger is too dang high. All right. So, torches must be placed around the enclosure, and fresh grass, as he sniffs out his land, must be provided to him. And any future notices of FFS, or if he were to escape his pen, will need further court action if dictated by one of the parties.
So, Ivadix, the trial today, we win some, we lose some, but I think we lost the more important case with Bradley. Although he won the case,
Fortunately, yeah.
I don't think that enclosure is still proper for Blenorp. So that's probably going to be what we're dealing with in the future. But welcome to the team. And I know Ender joined, but technically they haven't been really active in FFS, so you're basically my right-hand man at this moment.
Hooray! That's so awesome to hear. I'm looking forward to being able to go in the employee-only door.
Yeah, actually, go in there. Here, I'll show you. You flip the trapdoor and you can go in here and take the eggs if we need them for adoption. But currently, if you look in this chest over here next to my desk, you can see we have 30 sniffer eggs, so everything's good for now.
Wow, yeah. Definitely have plenty.
So basically, while working for FFS, all you're really going to be expected to do is help with the adoption process, as well as save any sniffers that have escaped or are running loose or anything.
Perfect.
Yep.
I would love to adopt one soon. Once I make an enclosure, I'll adopt one so that I can have a breeding pair.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking forward to that. Should be super fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on board. I'm really excited to get started and work.
Thanks for joining the team.
Handshake.
And also thanks for your support last night in the court, too.
Yeah, I'm on the side of animal rights. Of course I am.
Mm-hmm.
I am PETA friendly on this channel.
I'm surprised no one else was.
Well, they'll be on the wrong side of history.
That's true. See ya.
A pleasure as always. We'll see you soon.
After a long night of night court, we lost the important case. Blenorp is now in an enclosure which is almost entirely water, with pretty much no space for Blenorp to walk around. And I feel like, uh-oh. This was supposed to be my outro, not me noticing Blaormf escaped. Oh my goodness. I knew I was right. I had a point. Okay, well, this episode is definitely going to be really long enough by now. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.